Hi, my name is John Hatch, and this is a 5th, 6th grade math lesson. And the subject today is finding the area of parallelograms and rhombus, or if there's many of them, rhombi. All right, what you'll need for this lesson is a math notebook, a pencil, and a 4-function calculator. And if you need to go get that right now, we'll go over the math standard for the lesson, and then we'll be ready to start. The standard for today is GMA1. Find the area of polygons by composing or decomposing the shapes into rectangles or triangles. So the first thing that we're going to look at is parallelograms. And when you look at this, it looks like it could be kind of complicated, but if you remember that we can turn this into a rectangle, then it becomes a lot easier to be able to solve. So let's take a look at it. And on this one, the area of a rectangle, we need to know the length and we need to know the width to be able to solve. And so for this one, just to practice, if the length is 10 and the width is 5, then we multiply 10 times 5 and we get 50. And I'm just going to call it square inches since it's just practice. The next one, then, when we go on to parallelograms, then to be able to make the parallelogram into a rectangle, you can cut here, and then you can kind of paste it to the end there, and you can see that it forms a rectangle. And so that makes it a lot easier to be able to solve it. So if we have that, then we need to know what the correct terms are. And so we need to multiply by the base and by the height. And so the formula for parallelogram is base times height. All right, so on this first one, I have a base of 5 and I have a height of 4. And so if I plug those numbers in, 5 times 4 equals 20 square feet. On this next one, we have a base of 10 feet and a height of 3 feet. And so we can plug that in and say 10 times 3 is 30 square feet. All right, let's try some together. So when we look at this, we have a base of 7 feet and a height of 2 feet. So let's plug it in, and we have 7 times 2, and that equals 14 square feet. Well, let's try this one together. We have a base of 3 feet and a height of 6 feet. So we're going to plug those in and multiply, and we have 3 times 6 equals 18 square feet. So that's how you find the area of a parallelogram. All right, let's go on to finding the area of rhombuses. And with this one, it's base times height. So if we have a base of 8 and a height of 10, we set that up to multiply, and 8 times 10 is 80, and we'll call it 80 square inches. On this one, we have a height or a base of 6 and a height of 6 as well. And so 6 times 6 is 36, and we'll call that 36 square inches. All right, let's try some together on the shape that's a rhombus. So again, we have base times height, and for this example, we have 4 times 3. Did you get 12 on that one? All right, 4 times 3 is 12 square inches. Good job. All right, let's try another one together. On this one, we have a base of 5 and a height of 8. And we plug it in as 5 times 8. And when we do 5 times 8, we come up with 40 square inches. All right. Now let's take a look at this section. Oh, this is your turn. So we're going to look at some problems right now, and we'll give you some time to be able to solve those. So on the left side, we have 2 rhombi. The first one has a base of 4 and a height of 10. The bottom one has a base of 3 and a height of 6. And we have 2 yellow parallelograms. The first one on top has a base of 9 and a height of 5. And the one down below is a base of 8 and a height of 7. And we'll give you a couple minutes to be able to solve that. All right, that should be close to enough time to be able to solve that. And let's take a look at the first. And remember, for this, the formula is base times height. And the base is 4, and the height is 10. So we're going to multiply 4 times 10. And if you came up with 40 square inches, good job. All right, let's take a look at the second one. We have a base of 3 and a height of 6. So we're going to multiply 3 times 6, and we got 18 square inches. So it looks like you did pretty well on those first two. Let's take a look at the parallelograms. On the first one, or the formula again is base times height. And the base is 9, and the height is 5. And so when we multiply, we come up with 45 square feet. All right, our last one. Again, for the formula, the area of a parallelogram is base times height. And so we're going to type in 8 times 7, and we come up with 56 square feet. So we've been talking about finding the area of parallelograms and rhombuses or rhombi. And we found that they're much like rectangles, where on the rectangles we multiply length times width. And on the parallelograms and the rhombi, we multiply base times height on that. And so we went through and solved those, and you did a really good job, it looks like. So thank you for joining us this week and working on these math problems on how to find the area of a parallelogram and a rhombus. We'll see you next week.